I feel like when it comes to dirty boxing, I'm good at boxing. Is my strong point.
Oh, it's your skill set.
I feel like it'd be easy for me to box people. So I would love to do David Goggins Hell Week because I don't feel like I'll break from that. I don't feel like I would at all. Me in fight shape, that's probably easy.
Surprise guest, Omran Chaaban. That's a cool name, man. That sounds like a technique or something that you're gonna choke somebody out with.
I'm like 6'4", and I finish people, so. Yeah.
Give us a
6'4", 170?
You just literally just leg kicked him to death in 30 seconds?
I don't know what Dana is thinking, so he just needs to call me now.
BKFC October 4th. I'm gonna make the announcement right now. Mike Perry versus the...
Woo, we here. Very special episode today of OverDogs podcast because I'm at headquarters here, and you'll see our guest soon enough. In the house, man.
Let's talk about the golf game though, because Mike came in. Hey, listen. All right. So here's what's funny, Mac. I called Mike last week, and I'm like, Mike's like, yo, I want to play golf. I'm like, all right, cool. Coming down with the fam, want to hang out.
What's my handicap?
I go, what's his handicap? I go, what's your handicap? And he's like, probably like a 2. And I go, bro, a 2's like super solid.
I thought 2 was like, you're going to give me -2 on every hole.
On every hole?
Well, explain to me what the handicap is.
All right. So a handicap is based off of par, right? So if you shoot par, you're a scratch. If you shoot 1 over par, you're a 1.
Oh, so it's a cushion.
2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's so that you can, because golf is all about like how can you gamble and how can you make it fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're 2, bro, only maybe like 3% of the players in the world are 2 handicap. So then I go, Mike, like, I really don't think you're a 2 handicap because you told me like 6 months ago you bought clubs and got started. So I find it hard to believe, but maybe, I don't know. So I was like, what do you shoot? And he's like, man, like, I don't know, probably like in the 80s or and I was like, no, what do you shoot? He's like, why don't you add him up at the end? And I was like, yeah. I was like, you're definitely not a 2 handicap.
Hold on, though. I didn't say 6 months ago. I appreciate you putting that in the story, but I started, I probably started playing golf a while back, and I went from playing probably once or twice a year to playing a few more times a year. And, this year I probably played less than 10 times. And it's been months since I played. So, but I'm going to get out. I got to get out there more, but I just can't right now. I'm too busy. I got something to train for. We got some things coming up.
I'm going to make the announcement right now. BKFC October 4th, Mike Perry versus the... I wish I could.
Well, speaking of that, yes, we're all excited for my fight. Eventually, that is all going to come out and be popping. But we do know that Dirty Boxing is taking place August 29th. The card keeps getting more stacked. We just announced that Hector Lombard is facing someone on the card. And, yeah, I know. Phil Halls versus Uli Diaz. That's a great fight. And we got, I thought that said.
There's bangers on there, bro.
We got Milos Janicic. Yes, he was very popular.
Huge.
Georgian fighter.
Nah, he's Montenegrin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
From Montenegro. Literally the entire country watches this guy.
Versus Lamar Brown. Yes.
It's crazy.
So Milos Janicic is actually super popular and very skilled. Yeah. He's been training with some of the greats that are in the UFC and things like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing him compete again. What's this one? We got this weekend. Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Hernandez in the UFC.
Mm-hmm. Banger. That's a good one.
Hernandez has been iffy.
No, he's been on a tear.
But he's been weird. Like, he was really good, and then Kevin Holland kneed him in the stomach, and it was like, oh, Fluffy went down easy from a 170 pounder. Kevin Holland's been big on 170 now. And, you know, that was back when he did have this crazy power at 185. When he used to go to 85, Holland was a very interesting guy. I mean, and he's the most active UFC fighter. So what's Fluffy's win streak right now? 3?
He lost his last one to Brendan Allen. I forgot. But then before that,
he's on a tear. He's on a tear, but he lost his last one to Brendan Allen.
Again, hey, this is our stats guy. You have one job, and that's like to pay attention to fucking stats.
It was a fight. Watch. So let me answer your question. So before that, he beat 2 huge prospects, Roman Kopylov and Michel Pereira. Before that, Edmund Shabazian, another one.
Who?
And then he was the one who also choked out Rodolfo.
Who? Bro. He beat 3 prospects and then lost. It's not on a tear.
He lost 1 decision after winning, like, what, 6 in a row?
Mac, just listen to me for 1 second.
Yeah.
You have one job on this show. Drink Bud Light. You have 2
Failing
jobs.
at that already.
And, oh, wow. And then just have the stats ready for us. Let us know who's on a tear. Because me and Mike are not paying attention.
He gave us some stats. I didn't know that.
But he did after.
Oh, wait, no, actually, no, dude, that lied. I was right. He did beat Brendan. So he has not lost. He's on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fight win streak.
All right, that's a big difference, buddy, than he lost to Brendan.
Well, so then I was right originally.
Okay, so
my initial call was right.
Brendan Allen was actually doing really well. He was on a tear. Then he ran into Fluffy, and
that's right. That's right.
Fluffy beat Brendan Allen, so that is stepping him up a notch. So that should be a good fight this weekend. That's just
while you're reading your phone. Since I have you in person, I mean, you just over here.
You hate that.
You're like this. And here's next on the show.
What's up, Mikey? What's the word, man? You prepping for the next one? Is there any word behind closed doors?
So there's no words. I actually am in the middle of working out some details on some next steps.
Okay, well, who would you like to face? Who were you looking at? And you know, how do you want to see a path in your next 3 fights? Where would you like to go and end up?
I would like to be in the top 15 for my next fight. And I feel like I've taken the slow road by fighting out my second contract, that I'm a little behind schedule of where I want to be. So I want to take the line. I personally would like to fight someone like Paddy or someone up there in that area, just because that's makes sense to me. With who they'll give me, probably won't be that, but I hope that my next fight puts me in the top 15.
I got a more important question here. How much is that necklace worth? Bling.
This one, 6, I think. 6,000. This is the Moissanite. They're both
$600,000.
No, 6,000. And then this one was a gift, so I don't actually know what this is worth.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the big diamonds.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice chain. But okay, so I mean, obviously wanting the Paddy fight is big because he just faced off with Ilya, who is the pound for pound #1 in the biggest organization out there. You know, besides Dirty Boxing. But with Paddy facing off against Ilya, they have beef, and obviously both are very big superstars, you know, because they talk a good game. They talk a good game, and when they get in the ring, they've been able to back it up. Obviously, people have looked at Paddy's past opponents' records, but like, you know, why do you think the Paddy fight makes sense for you? If it's more than just, you know, skill in the ring, and we're talking influential and conversation, talking all these things.
When it comes down to talking, you know, that I've never been that kind of guy. I just kind of let my skill set show out. Paddy makes sense to me because he's where I need to be, right? He's at that ranking spot. I think he's 10 or somewhere in that area. And that makes sense to me to be there. I skip a couple numbers and be right at 10, beating Paddy. Stylistically, I feel like I'm just a threat to him. He'd probably be the one shooting in that fight. Then I get that win, and it puts me right, where I feel like I belong.
Yeah, rankings wise, he's at 9. Yeah,
9. So
yeah.
And he got up there by fighting.
Understandable. Who's at number 15?
Joel Alvarez.
Give us the top 15 real quick, Mac.
Okay, 15 down it goes. Joel Alvarez, Grant Dawson, BSD, Benoit Saint Denis, Michael Chandler, Renato Moicano, Fiziev, Paddy Benil, Gamrot, Dan Hooker, Justin Gaethje, Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway, Arman Islam, obviously top king Ilya.
Lots of good names there, in my opinion, that could get you to something like the Paddy fight with a little bit of extra noise.
Right.
If you go in there, fight someone like Benoit Saint Denis or even the Joel guy who's top 15 and doesn't have the bigger name.
Right.
Then you get in the top 15. That's how they're going to look at it, in my opinion. That's how I've noticed that they set things. When I fought a top 15, I got ranked at like 15 or 14 once. When I beat Jake Ellenberger, he was number 12, but that was right during the switch from when the Fertitas sold the UFC. So when I knocked out Jake at number 12, they just totally dismissed it. But then I continued to face.
Well, they changed the
Santiago Ponzinibbio was ranked number 8.
They changed the ranking system at that time. Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. It was like during the switch, they decided to change who they thought was ranked and who wasn't.
And now Dana's like, just give me a pen and paper and let me rank these. Everybody stay out of it.
That's exactly how it is now.
Let me rank them.
So Mikey, if you've seen the game change and
for sure.
transition. So like, I know it's not part of your persona because you're a super cool guy and you keep your cool at all times. But like, if you wanted to say something to those running the show and those who are getting a little more spotlight ahead of you, what would you want to say to them?
I feel like they overlooked me based on my last performance, and right now I'm back to that old school boxing mic that came up in the regional scene that puts people down. I finished so many people coming up from what am I? I'm
more passion.
Right.
More passion, Michael.
Right. There's more passion to me, period.
More fire. Tell these that you ain't joking.
Bro, I'm here to box.
Because I train with you. I know you a bad man, Majamba.
That's what I'm saying. Now I want to show that to the real world. I want to show that to the people that looked down on me in my last fight, that I'm back. And that's pretty much it. And now when they give me these opportunities, I'm going to finish these guys.
That's going to get you up to Paddy real quick. With the fights like you had that last one, dude.
Absolutely. Every fight's going to look like that, bro. I'm trying to put hands on
one
people
thing
now.
real quick. Your managers, and I know your managers, they got to be telling you, Mike, you got to be calling people out. You got to get a little more hype. You got to do this. You got to do that. Maybe it's not in your persona, right? But maybe it's what you got to do to like get those fights that you want. Maybe you got to talk a little more.
Wrong.
Maybe you got to be a little more confident, boisterous, whatever it is. Arrogant, doesn't matter. Like, what do you think?
No, 100% correct. And I feel like I'm starting to put my name out there. I'm starting to be heard. I felt so disrespected.
Pissed off?
Yeah, pissed, bro. I was pissed by the UFC for putting me as the second fight on this card in the middle of nowhere after I'd been on the main card for like my last 3 or 4 fights. And I felt like I had to go out there and show that I am, finishing. I am here to finish people. I am here to win fights. There was once a point in time where I said this isn't my passion, but this is what I do. So I found passion in it. It's not gone. And now now that I've felt the rage come through, I think it's time for me to really step up, and I want to fight people. I want to knock people out and take my spot.
Straight up. Yeah, no doubt. I get how that is. it's hard. It's like I look at the internet stuff and sometimes some people, what gets certain people elevated maybe one thing that they said or something they continue to say or just, I just keep thinking of like Kevin Holland. Like he says sometimes that I'm like, why would you say that? And then other times he says things and people can just get behind it and he continues to fight. No matter what, Kevin Holland will get in the ring. Like he's going to get in the ring again this year, even though he just lost his last fight. That was a hell of a banger too. Him and D-Rod.
Yeah.
Hell of a banger.
Shout out D-Rod on that one.
Yeah, that was a good fight, man. Fun fight to watch. I mean, both of them had their moments.
Yeah.
So, obviously the fighting is one part of it. Like, because your fight over in Abu Dhabi against that kid who survived that calf slicer.
Yeah.
That was a crazy
Right, that
fight,
was still a good
dude.
fight.
Yeah, it was so good, but I hear the tone in your voice and you're like, right, that was still a good fight. The UFC don't give a
Yeah, no.
if it was a good fight
They
or
really
not,
don't.
which is so disappointing. I get that. I totally get that. So, I mean, you called out Paddy, but there are some other names in your division that are a little more grabbable right there, like the Benoits or
Benoit St. Denis is super
How did Michael
interesting.
Chandler get the push that he got?
He always
He
does.
came out of nowhere.
No, he's like 0-6 in the UFC.
How is he still in that spot? That's a good
100%.
fight. How
Nah,
is he
it's
still
crazy.
in
Being 12 is weird.
It's
Well,
crazy.
you got too many wins for Paddy Pimblett because his last opponents were 0-8. 100%.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, the fact that Chandler gets that spot, Benoit St. Denis, what a fucking fall from grace that was. I mean, no offense, but like this dude was on the precipice
Right.
of
I feel like he came out of nowhere.
the championship belt, right? Mm-hmm. Lost a fight, and then it was like it went straight downhill. And that's the way some guys go, right? Like in the game, you lose a fight, you get a little chinny, whatever it may be, and then it's just like a downward slide. But you're on an upward trajectory, right?
For sure.
Which is a big difference. And so now you need to find that spot, that opponent where not only does it make sense, right? Stylistically, because you have to make sure of that, but also like, does it benefit you?
Right. It's
In the rankings.
Exactly.
The lightweight rankings right now are f***ed up. Like, we were kind of talking to Armand about this. You're in a weird position, Mike, because this is one of the few divisions in the UFC that it's antiquated. I mean, and I'm not putting anyone down, but like you guys are saying, Chandler being number 12, why? He doesn't even fight anymore. And then like Dan Hooker barely fights. Nothing against Dan.
You tell us, Mike.
Then you got Justin Gaethje, you got Charles Oliveira, Max. These are all like long-term tenets of the top 10 that they're only going to take certain fights, and it's hard to get those fights. But these people are going to slowly phase out. Like, we can't think Charles has 5 more years. So like, you are going to be this new influx. So BSD is obviously fighting Ruffy next in Paris. So that's, the fighting nerds are ushering their way in. It's going to be wide open here soon. So you're like one fight. Like, what about Beneil Dariush?
Ooh,
there's someone up there. Yeah.
He's number 8, dude. I don't think he's, something like that. But
okay,
so
yeah.
my point is, like, bro, you get that, right? Like, that division's gonna open up big time. Gaethje doesn't want to take no fights unless it's a title shot. Charles Oliveira
Max ain't taking fights.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be wide open. And then you have, obviously, Islam went up to welterweight. Like, this division's gonna be wide open. And you're gonna be part of that new generation coming in.
Tell us how. Tell us why.
I tell you another one I like to see. I'd like to see Mike Davis and Money Moicano.
Oh,
I love Moicano.
And Moicano runs our Brazilian show. Big fan. I'd love to see you and Moicano go at it.
Did you get?
He just fought Islam for the title,
Mike,
right?
Did you
and then
get
fought
anything
Dariush.
from
Like
the lawsuit?
No, I didn't get it. I didn't fight at that point. Right? I got it at 2019. It was at 2020.
This is your call out right now. Call out Money Moicano.
I think that's a great fight.
Boy,
I think it is.
I like Moicano. I wouldn't want to call him out. I would want to fight. I want to fight Moicano when it comes down to the point that it has to be.
I like a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna hate the guys that you're gonna have to face because you look at the title and you respect the title, you honor it with your martial arts work and dedication. So you're going to respect these people that you end up having to face. And it's not about liking or disliking. It's about your skill set, your abilities, and your athleticism, which deserve to be shined on because you have all of the necessary skills and capabilities to destroy all these.
But I want to know, like, Mike, why, like, so why are you, because there's different types. Look at Aljamain and Merab. They wouldn't fight each other. And then we had the co-main event of this last fight card was like fight of the year, one of the bloodiest fights ever. Those are two training partners.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, Mike, like, how do you feel? Like,
But,
Mike
okay,
Perry
so I hear you
off,
with the
like, throw down
Merab
with
and
anybody.
Aljo thing. Merab is a different guy. It was something about Merab. He knew he was going to get his chance to face for that belt, and he wasn't going to fight his friend who he trained with consistently. That was a difference too. Merab and Aljo trained together every day with Matt Serra in order to get to where they were. But Moicano and Mike, I don't know if they've ever trained together once.
We trained together a lot when I lived down, down south.
Oh, you used to go to that ATT.
Yeah, I used to be there for like 2 or 3 years, 3 years.
I also told Merab that he should have fought him because me and my friends used to say to each other, if we could fight for so much money and opportunity like a belt or something,
right,
in order to put on a show for the world, and we train and punch each other all the time for free, why not get paid to do it and show the world what you guys are really capable of? I get that all day.
No, I like that. I like that mentality. I want to get paid, though, if I'm fighting these guys. If I have to fight my friends, I'm trying to get paid for it.
Well, I mean, you think you're going to fight Money Moicano and not get paid?
No. I have to get paid.
All right.
Of course.
Here's what we need. We need Mike Perry to run a program on teaching people to talk. Seriously. Teaching people to talk on how to they climb up in the rankings. I'm telling you, if Mike Davis talked like Platinum Perry, he'd be fighting a number 6 right now.
Bro, who was it was Luque Vicente. When we had Luque on the show, I told him he was going to fight in like 1 week. And he kind of grabbed the microphone the same way I told him. I said, you grab that microphone and you tell them that you're coming all over their faces. And he like kind of did it.
He did.
If you look at his last,
100%
he grabbed the mic. He was like, yo, I'm here. I've been here. I'm doing this. And that little bit of intensity, obviously, Mike, I know that you got it in you.
It's huge. Mike's
I did it. I did that a little bit my last fight to remind the UFC and the people of the crowd of Nashville that I am here and I am back.
Yes.
I think
you made the
message.
Honestly, you got to, because you're a dog in the ring, right?
So one other thing
but
is,
you also have to have that persona.
That was the last fight on my contract. So
Ice Bags thinks he's famous. So, he thinks he's so famous he can't go anywhere. And he's like, I gotta live in this gated community or else people will be at my front door all the time. Security
Be bothering me.
So, Ice thinks he knows the rules, but
but I understand marketing. I understand marketing.
You do.
Yeah. Hey, I beat the this guy on the golf course yesterday, Mike.
Wait, we got to hear about this. He said he's not under contract with the UFC right now. So, what are you anticipating? Like, what's happening?
Hang on, hang on. Pull up Dirty Boxing. Have you heard of Dirty Boxing, Mike?
Yeah.
We fixing to sign Mike Davis now.
The crazy thing is, I feel like when it comes to Dirty Boxing, if I was to box, I'm good at boxing. Is my strong point. So it would be
it's your skill set.
I feel like it'd be easy for me to box people.
All right, let's watch
You
this
like
real
some
quick.
Kicks though.
Let's
You
watch
do
this.
love
Hang on.
calf
Let's watch this
kicks,
real quick.
jump
No.
knee.
But I can box.
I know you can box, Mike. I know.
And what
you can.
you're adding? You're
Let's-
giving me elbows now too?
Yeah, let's check out the clip. Boxing
Oh
with
my God.
elbows. Let's check out the dirty boxing clip. We got a fight coming August 29th. This is DBX2. We had some big names on here. Mike Davis versus Alex Caceres.
A good video. I watched this video. In the ground and pound.
All right. So Mike,
That guy at the end, he hates that
pure
video.
striking with elbows, right? No ground and pound, no
But
slowing
there's
the game
kind of like
down.
ground and pound. You can stand over somebody. He was hitting over top.
But you got to have both feet planted so you
Okay,
can't
okay.
like
Right, no
down them.
jiu-jitsu.
You know
Yeah,
what I
no
mean?
jiu-jitsu.
No slowing it down. Mike, how well do you think you do with that rule set?
I just feel like my boxing will shine there.
Champ.
All right. So let's talk.
I'm
Hey,
4-0.
Dana.
4-0 as a pro
Dana,
boxer?
listen. You better sign this to a contract right now. Because if not, me and Mike Perry fixing to make
Dana,
a
get
deal.
him a fight. I know that they
Yeah.
like to say, let somebody wait, but he's coming off a big win.
Yeah.
And, Fusion X-Cel, big time coming up.
Oh yeah, we're doing good
I mean, they've been here. They've been doing it.
from the squad.
4 of you guys, or that's you.
No, that's
You're-
us. That's I just
Right. I mean, Terrence McKinney, Rodolfo Vieira, Jacare Souza, Lyoto Machida, Michael Davis, Philly Rowe, myself, and more. There's more.
I'm saying right now, Alice fought, she won. Terrence fought, he won. Phil fought,
Yeah.
I
right.
fought. Rodolfo
Right.
fought. So we got 5 in a
Yep.
row right now at a
Yep.
Fusion. We got Charles coming
Yep.
up next in like 2 weeks.
Yup. And Charles, too. Yup.
All
Yeah.
right. So Fusion XL is now the fighting nerds for white people.
A little bit for Central Florida.
We're all brown. We're all black people.
Oh. Yeah.
Except for Alice.
No,
Alice
no,
is
no.
white.
Look, I apologize.
with that?
No, I it up. I it up.
Oh, he said.
I it up. I said for white people. It is all black people, and I forgot Mike was black. That was my apology.
Listen, a little bit of culture is good for everybody, okay? And, but I was shouting out Fusion because, man, you guys have just been on a tear lately. And, I want to see them let you guys keep going, give you the chance. I know how it is. I was there. They say I got cut. People say things. People say comments online, whatever. UFC was like, we'll give you another fight, but it's going to be around this time. And I had other opportunities and was like, well, I need to get this money. And so I just kind of went that way and built my own brand and legacy and everything off of that. I always thought in my time, though, that I wanted to be one of these Vitor Belforts, Vanderlei Silvas, Rampage Jacksons, back and forth between Pride and UFC. Dan Hendos, they kind of went back and forth. They fought both leagues. And the UFC always had that door open for them. But then I always remember now that was different management. That was the Fertitta brothers versus the WME IMG who run the show now. They're much.
It's a little different.
It's a
now.
It's a different setup now. They're doing things more. I don't know how the
Comical.
future maybe looks liberal. I don't know. But
Right.
bonus question:
All right, there it is. What's
is
that?
the Illuminati running the UFC rankings?
Probably yes. There's no way some people are up there. Some people do not need to be up there.
But they get pushed.
But also, I feel like some people are signed by black suits to win every fight.
Yeah. How would you change rankings if, like, being a fighter yourself, how would you objectively fix rankings?
Ooh, that's hard.
I know.
Here we go. Max starts asking them hard hitters.
But it's got to be. I mean, what they're doing now is pretty fair. As you beat a number, you get the number kind of ordeal. But I also see some people fading out of the rankings that just fought, and they're in there, and then someone else comes in and pushes them out. A lot of it doesn't make sense to me. I feel like you get into the rankings with a number. Yeah, I don't know how you stay there.
Yeah. I mean, I would say this. There's got to be like an AI answer to this, right? Of like time
You
of
like
finishes, strikes. Like, seriously, there's got to be a way that can, if it's going to control us in 10 years, they got to be able to do rankings in like 7 seconds, right?
Right.
Like, honestly.
But I think because these are ordered in number by how good someone is and how the other people they're beating.
Yeah.
I want to.
It shouldn't have to do with the fan base.
Into that, yeah, not a fan base.
Yeah, yeah. It shouldn't be like people piping up on Twitter, right, and cheering on a guy. It should literally be like statistically based on how good you are,
right?
And you finish a fight, you got this many wins in a row, you significantly strike at this percentage, you win
so that's like you're talking
this percentage, overall, whatever it may be.
Rankings.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Don't
like
you
the top
think?
15, yeah. I think AI should be implemented 100%.
But then there's fights like, for example,
Give me one.
Mike Bisping versus Dan Henderson.
Yeah.
Mike Bisping won that fight in the second one.
Okay.
UFC 204, I fought Danny Roberts on it. But whose face was wearing
But
the
remember when
damage?
I asked Mike Bisping what he thought about the rankings and how he'd switch it, and he said he doesn't give about the rankings. He said F the rankings. He said I don't give a. He
You
said
know,
because they don't matter.
sometimes guys have the damage and they win. Sometimes guys have the damage and they lose. Sometimes the judges look at the damage and go, he lost. Sometimes judges look at the damage and go, it doesn't matter. He outpointed and moved better throughout the thing. So that, you know, with AI, and I'm sure that they feed AI all of that information.
Of course.
They're going to make better
It can make better. It can make decisions.
I know, like, now they're starting to add these mouth guards that keep track of heart rate.
Yes.
They keep track of punch count and all that stuff.
Right.
So I feel like if we get AI involved for scoring, because one, the judges are all terrible. So if we had AI scoring, but AI would score based on like cage control, wrestling defense, wrestling offense, damage, strikes thrown, strikes land, all that stuff, and make an actually charted like fact sheet, stat sheet of how the fights went down, and then you pick your winner, the rankings would make complete sense, because that would
why
be
all this time
statistically
they haven't
full.
done live scoring?
No, but listen, but
They
like
love to implement little pieces of
Do you know why they don't do live scoring?
Tech.
Betting.
Because betting.
because of betting.
that's
Absolutely.
fine. But that's fine. But it doesn't affect betting. What you guys got to understand is what he just said nailed it. What Mike just said nailed it, right? Because AI can track the power of the punches,
Yep.
the speed of the punches. It can't necessarily track the damage, probably, right? That's super hard to track. Significance
I
of
get
the
that they
punches,
could. That would be
right?
the damage.
I mean, it could track so much right now that it would be much better to me than an independent judge. And Mac is a huge baseball fan, and they're now starting to implement. Dude, there will not be a back ump.
No, I'm against that. I'm so against
Taking
that.
away the umpire?
They want to. They won't. No, because that was going to be my argument about what you guys are saying here. I like the idea of what you're saying. But
We need human error. We need human error.
No,
But
it's
why-
not that. It's no. That's not what I'm talking. Kind of.
You
that's
are.
the principle.
You
but what I'm
are.
talking about
You're
is
going to
people
say
are going
it.
to
You're
take.
going You're gonna loop around for 7 minutes because I know you.
30 seconds.
And he's gonna say exactly what I just said.
No, what I was going to say was people are going to take advantage of that scoring criteria and pepper stupid jabs. If it's actually like reading how hard you're getting hit, it's one thing. But the lines between significant strikes, cage control, and all that stuff is going to be pushed if you did that. Then you're going to have people just win fights based off cage control and jabs and knees in the clinch.
No. It has to be counting the impactfulness of that punch.
I'm saying that's what changes it. Yes. If
Correct.
it's like, bro, you got rock, but if it's like you're clinched up and you're doing this to a guy, that
You're doing
shouldn't
the Brock Lesnar.
Yes, that shouldn't count.
No.
And people will take advantage of that with Pat statting.
No.
Brock Lesnar's punches were good.
No.
His little hammer fist in your face off, bro. Come on, man.
His face off.
Hey, Mac, do that again.
No, I'm not going to do it again. I realized exactly what I was doing.
Grabbing that horse.
Wild. What I just saw was wild out of
Horse
that guy.
has sugar in it. I've been on keto.
But what I'm saying is AI will literally tell you the velocity of the punch.
Right.
Then if you have a mouth guard in it, right? On top of that, now it's projecting out the damage of the punch.
Exactly,
right?
bro.
It's going to show velocity of kicks. It's going to show damage. And then look, dude, that's the way you got to score these things. Because Mike just said it. Judges suck. They suck. And the last thing you want to do in the UFC is go to the cards because you do not know what's going to happen. You think you're going to win?
Stephen Thompson won that last fight.
Oh, dude, 100%. I know. That's my boy,
that's what I mean.
100%.
Well, see, so look, Bags, you were wrong. I was not going to say we need human error. I'm just saying people will take advantage of like that criteria. But with everything you're saying, like reading how hard you're actually hit, totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. It makes total sense.
What you're not understanding is AI will differentiate between what you're saying.
No, I know. I'm saying with that, then I'm
not
totally
going to be able to
fine
game AI with rabbit punches.
Especially if AI is set up around the cage like we have cameras.
Of course.
They're not going to miss anything.
Of course. The tech is already there, boys. I'm just telling you. I've already been talking to like 7 different companies that are doing this. The AI is there. The capabilities are there.
I like it a lot.
PFL and the smart cage. Nobody is pumped when someone throws a 17-mile-an-hour punch. They stop doing it. So I'm just saying, I was nitpicking, but I'm totally fine with what you guys are pitching. With that in depth, for sure. Let the computers judge fights.
This isn't for the fans. This is for judging, right? It's just
100%.
Strictly for
just
judging.
Just strictly judging.
So now when it goes to the scorecard, the AI is spitting out an entire stat sheet in seconds, breaking down the actual stats of who won that fight. Legit.
Yeah, totally fine with that. Yeah,
I like
we
that.
want to know who really won that fight.
It's legit. Like you made it there. You earned that spot, and it's not just who was more popular. Who's got slipped a couple dollars in the back end, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's not a marketing ploy, right? It's strictly on. I'm winning fights. I'm landing significant strikes. I'm doing the takedowns. I'm doing this, and this, right? But I'm doing all the right to win the fights, and that's what should count.
100%
on the cards. That's what should count.
I'm a big AI guy, so I'm all about AI. I want AI to be implemented into my brain and use that every day.
You're gonna get the chip.
I agree.
As long as I don't have to put it inside my head. If I can get I saw they were making one you can stick to the side. They do that. I got it.
Mike, I know a guy. Listen, I know a guy. He'll implant a chip in your brain and make you the best fighter in human history.
All right.
All right. I don't know a guy. I actually don't know a guy. I just made that.
Oh man, I thought he was serious.
Dude, so you've had a weird kind of run in the UFC. You have what, 7 like canceled fights? You know, I'm talking about ranking all. How much does that do you? What's that?
I don't know how many I have, but
you have like 7. Jai Herbert.
Jai Herbert was scheduled incomplete. I never agreed to that fight.
Mm-hmm.
So they just kind of threw it out there, and then when I said I'm not going to wherever I was, England or something, it's like I'm not going over there.
In Tapology listed it as a canceled bout. That's stupid.
They canceled it. I never got a contract. Nothing. I did not agree to that fight whatsoever.
What about Uros Medic?
Uros Medic got injured.
Yep. And then Drew Dober,
I tore my bicep. I have video of that one.
And I'm not pressing you at all. Like, I'm just curious, like, how like frustrating has that been? You know, with like wanting to get into the rankings and all this. And
I
then,
think
you know,
what frustrates me the most is that I feel like I'm looked down on or I am overlooked because of my lack of ability, or better words, to fight as often as other people. You know, I got hit by a car in 2020, like T-boned off my bicycle, and I had so many injuries inside that just went untreated, and I was able to use UFC's coverage to help me get this fixed. It took a long time. I couldn't fight, get fixed, and then fight again. I had to fight, get fixed, heal, fight, get fixed, heal, and it took a long time. It took a year for each injury. I had both shoulders, my knee, my hand, and it just took a long time. And now that I'm healthy, and it shows now that I'm healthy right now. I fought 2 times this year already. It's only been like,
you look great
for me spin, and I feel great.
Yeah,
so everything's on the up and up. Like no lingering injuries at this point.
No, I feel pretty good.
And I don't want to say this.
So my next one will be October, November. I'm looking into that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to say this, but like Perry just told me, he's like, honestly, all bikers deserve that.
To get hit.
Yeah.
What?
He's like, bikers are the most annoying. Perry said he targets bikers in his car.
Jesus.
Sometimes I wish I could hit some of them.
Well, I'm not one of those bikers that's in the middle of the road.
Those people, bro.
Those people annoy me. I agree.
Only the guys in spandex.
I agree. The guys in spandex, for 100%, because they're the ones that take up the road like they're a car.
Yeah, and they look at you like, oh, what? I'm allowed to be here. And it's like, dude, if you want to share the road, share the speed limit. Get the out of the way.
Exactly. So I ride on the sidewalk. I was safe. I ride on the sidewalk.
Can we get some fight predictions in the house?
Hang on. I got another question. All right. So here's what I want to know. Mike, all right. So now we're talking about UFC at the White House, right?
Yes.
So this is a fun deal to do. What are like 4 fights that you want to see? Doesn't matter the weight class. And then who do you want to fight on the front lawn?
Oh. Everybody wants to see John Jones fight. I would like to want to see him fight as well.
Again? No, we need matchups, homie.
Oh, a whole matchup?
Yeah.
You know, that's the Tom Aspinall, John Jones has to happen.
Of course.
Right? So that's the one.
Okay.
There's a lot of trash talk between Conor and Chandler, even though Chandler will lose. I mean, that's still a fun one. Oh, you know what I'd want to see? I'd want to see Yair Rodriguez and Zabit Magomedov.
Interesting.
I want him to come back, fight in the White House on the main card. Yeah, for sure.
And Mike Perry versus the Nigerian Nightmare or something, or Hamza. Something. I gotta get on that White House car, and then
that's what I'm saying. Fight? And then I would fight anybody. I don't care who it is. If it's on the White House, that's history.
Right. Yeah, Mike. Out of here, Mike.
Doesn't work like that, Mike.
Yeah.
Tell us how of a person they are and why you want to destroy their.
Who's got the most hype right now? Let me fight Ilya.
Of course.
Let me outbox Ilya.
My opponents. Who's got the most hype? No. Who do you dislike the most?
Name it.
There's no one I dislike. That's the problem.
I guess you kind of said it earlier. Want to beat up the UK Beetle boy, Paddy the Cockroach Pimblett, because he's beating all these unbeaten.
If that fight can happen in the White House, that's the one I want.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I want to see. I want to see Tom and John. I want to see Ilya and Islam.
Okay.
I want to see Conor and Mike Perry, but they have to go bare knuckle in the cage.
I like that. I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah. That's a good one.
And for the last one, I'm going to take, I don't know, I might bring somebody back. I might bring back Tito and Chuck.
Yeah, bro. Or Tito and Dana. Bring Tito
Tito and Dana, we finally get it done on the lawn.
Mike, I want to know,
Perry.
who do you think wins between Rob the Wolf Perez and Jairzinho Rosenstrike in dirty boxing?
John the Wolf. Rosenstrike. I'm going to go with Rosenstrike.
Rob fought Alex, and Alex hit him with that sledgehammer of a spinning back fist that he throws.
He did.
Right.
You know Alex's shot is that spinning elbow
signature.
back fist thing that he throws. Rob's big ass head ate that
Twice.
and then Alex lost his kneecap to some. But Rob's always brought the fight, and I respect that guy and how he does everything. But Jairzinho's a different level of competition. So how do you see that fight?
I think because is this his first fight out of the UFC?
Jairzinho second.
Second fight. How do you do in the first one?
He straight knockout.
See, I feel like when UFC fighters come out of the UFC and go to another promotion, that they kind of do.
Yeah, you better watch.
Yeah, I did. I saw. I caught it. I caught it. I caught it. I caught it.
A level up in competition.
Yeah. A level up in competition. Then they tend to do very well for their first couple fights.
All right.
So I think he'll do good. I think he'll win this next one, but then it'll start to get a little sloppy.
So I'm gonna say this. I looked at John. Wolf won. He's now beat 3 straight UFC fighters in dirty boxing. Right? He's beat 3 straight. And when he won the last one, Jairzinho fought after and knocked the guy out. And I looked at John. Wolf went into the ring, called him out. They had Malky in there separating them, yada, yada. And I looked at John and I said, yo, what do you think about this fight right here? And he said, brother, there's levels to this.
Who said that?
John Jones.
Said that.
John Jones said that. And what he meant was Jairzinho is levels up, right? But at the same time, Wolf
has the passion.
We watched him beat Zach Pauga. Mm-hmm. We watched him beat what's the Fabio Charian?
Fabio Charant.
Yeah, Fabio beat him in that first one. He's just been mauling people, right?
Alex hit him with his best shot
twice. The spinning back fist twice.
That's Alex's
Hang
shot.
on. Hey, can producer pull that up? Dude, he hit him with a back spinning fist that I thought would have knocked anybody on the planet out. I swear to God.
I swear to God. Like he hit me with a bat.
Bro, I thought it would have knocked anybody on the planet out. And Pauga hit him with some uppercuts that I thought would have knocked anybody on the planet out.
Pauga's actually
I swear to God.
a solid striker.
Yes.
If it's just striking.
Just striking. If you don't have to worry about getting kicked.
He's the one that goes for the takedowns when he's getting beaten.
Yeah.
And then it makes him fight worse, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've seen it. But oh damn, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say so I mean, I said that too. That's the thing about Rob is I want to root for the underdog.
I love Rob.
I do too. He's great. He's not really a character. That's who he is, and he carries himself strong. But the calmness of Jairzinho, and he believes in his height and range and his boxing abilities. So it's going to be a tough fight. There's a lot of good matchups on that August 29th card down there in Miami.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Here's a little
Play
clip. Alex was starting to take them shots a little bit, though.
That right there, bro.
Shot, man.
That right there was a monster.
Oh, and that straight elbow, that too.
I remember this being the wildest.
Watch this. Watch this. He hits him again. He hits him again in a second.
The wildest.
Oh, another one. Look at that.
Oh, my God. bro.
Bro.
Jeez,
big
yeah, he takes
boys.
a lot of shots.
Big boys doing that.
Oh,
Those are
fucking
big
Alex.
boys doing that.
That's my guy.
And his knee, dude.
He
Ow,
just got
fuck.
off his knee brace. I
It
think
looks
like
so
2
bad
days
in that
ago.
video, dude. Ow.
He's ready to get back to work, chasing after it, you know. Some guys who've come into the league have had an opportunity of dirty boxing, and they hit me up later, and they're like, I have to run that back. I have to get another shot. And I've been there before in the game where it just doesn't work like that. You know, that was your shot.
Yeah.
And you know, if you've been missing shots or you've been winning in these other organizations and then you get a big momentum opportunity, that is your shot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to go out on your shield and you know, and face it. So
I
You
tell
know,
you
I
another
see
crazy
people
one.
that get
or
into
climb
that
back up.
spot and they kind of crumble.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And,
did
and
a
then they
little
ask
bit.
for a rematch or some, like another chance,
Yeah.
but
Fumbled.
you fumbled.
Dude,
Yeah.
I tell you another crazy one is Phil Hawes against Yuli Diaz.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a banger.
How did Hawes do?
I poke.
Hawes, I pulled it.
He
So
lost.
Hawes was dominating the fight.
Yeah,
Tell me if I'm
well,
wrong. Tell me if
well,
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
He was dominating the fight, in my opinion,
Hold on.
and got DQ'd for eye gouging or something.
So
And bro,
the first
I
one
get
was an eye poke.
Oh, like scrape.
The
Yeah, it was bad.
second
It was-
one, the second one that he got DQ'd on, in my opinion, was not an eye poke. His hand was just kind of rubbing over, which the guy's eye was messed up bad from an elbow.
From an
a
elbow.
totally legal
Okay.
elbow swole that guy's eyes shut.
yeah, here we go. Here we go.
And he
Show
thought
this.
he got poked again. So
Okay, that was a poke.
there was an eye poke. And then this one, it was not, there was no poke there. His eye was just messed up from the elbow. An elbow did that, not an eye poke.
Play one more time.
Do we have the post speech, the post fight
The
speech up
post-fight
here?
speech was
We have the
incredible.
post fight speech.
The post-fight speech was incredible.
I think that eye poke's there. The eye poke's there.
Hey, but I'll say this, Mike.
Okay, there's no elbow there. I was just curious.
Phil looked phenomenal with
Yeah.
this rule set, right?
Right.
And for him to fight Yuli Diaz is a beast, bro. So for them two to go at it, I think it's a banger fight. Listen, I'll just say this. I'll say it right now. I'm going to say it right. Hang on. Yeah, listen to this guy.
I mean, bruh, this fool poked me in my eye. It was a good first round. I thought I was moving well with the fool. Got that first. Yeah, boo me. You ever been poked in the eye? Yeah, you. Yo, I came here to put on a show. This guy poked me in my eye. He got one good shot. I'll give him credit. I'm a white boy. I mark up easy, but I was ready to go to war. I was ready to break this fool. Let's run it back. Next card, I'll fight this guy again.
I like that. I mean,
Well, and after that first.
I like it.
Yeah.
He had D-Rod in his corner. We got John
Yeah, D-Rod in
over
his
here.
corner. All right, kill it.
We got the #1 broadcaster, John Anik, working with us at
Yeah.
Dirty Boxing. He's doing an absolute incredible job. Mike, I wanted to ask, what else do you do outside of the fight game that you're passionate about, that you're looking for, business or creativity in a future in?
So outside of fighting, I'm actually a streamer. I stream on Kick. Well,
I was gonna say you can see the setup.
What do you
Yeah.
stream?
I do a lot. Like right now, I'm doing autograph signings for Tops. I know you've done it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I just stream. I just sit, chat while I'm signing the cards and stream. So
Fuck yeah.
random things like that. I'm trying to get to how like Rampage Jackson is doing his right now, where he's kind of having his full-time videographer following him, going everywhere, doing everything.
Okay.
I'm working my way up to that level, but in time. I'm not a ex UFC champ yet, so
Well,
I
I
got time.
mean, they say some things. Rampage, the oldest streamer out there right now, man.
But if you see the numbers he's pushing, he's killing it. He's probably making he'll probably catch up to how much he made in fighting.
Well,
Quickly.
you remember him and Ariel doing those like a long time ago, like 10 years ago. Like Ariel would follow him around with a camera and they'd go to like New York or Japan or whatever. That was literally the same he's doing now. Like he's such a
but
natural at it, bro.
now it is like taking over everything. T-Pain even jumped into it. Says he makes more doing this than he's ever made in music.
That's crazy, bro.
But I also like videography, so I always would also like to be that guy on the camera. I've bought my cameras. I've done so many videos. I do content creation. I do brand deals. I make videos for brands. I've done videos with Mark Zuckerberg and I work with Sigma and like everybody. So this content creation and streaming would be what I take over after.
That's a good collab there, Mark Zuck. Tell him
he's a good guy. I want him to get back into this stuff. I feel like he's focused right now on his AI journey, which is cool because I love the AI stuff.
He was so deep into mixed martial arts.
Yeah, and I hope he gets back into it because I want to train. I want to go and train with Volkanovski and Adesanya. But I want him to join us.
You trying to go to Australia?
I would. I said this in another place. I would love to do David Goggins Hell Week because I don't feel like I'll break from that. I don't feel like I would at all.
Really?
I feel like me in fight shape, that's probably easy. Honestly.
Really?
No, I'm terrible though. I be quitting, but I hear what you're saying. Like I be giving up. You watched a girl beat me on the track last week. She was beating.
You just getting started too?
Nah, man, that was my third week on the track, and I was like, "What? Where are my advancements?"
You gotta point your feet straight. You gotta point your feet where you want to move. That's what it is.
Nah, bro. I don't know. I've had better days out there on the track. I used to just beat everybody for no reason at all, without training or nothing. I used to just go run as fast as I could and just beat everybody, whether I could breathe or not. But I was able to win that third sprint that we had.
Right. So you're saying you stick through it to the long run.
What's that?
Where people start to fade, you're still in there. That's what you're saying.
Right. Well, that was if anything, that was the advancement that I had, because I remember days at the track where I was gassed after the first sprint, and then, I paced myself out better. The coach gave us a time. I made the time on the first one, just missed on the second one, and then the third one I beat that time because he was giving us 75 seconds for the lap on the 400. But I was actually blown away by the girl who is Kat Nelson, who fought DBX.
Right.
And she will be returning the fight on Dirty Boxing 3 in August. And, she's putting in the work. So, props to her. And, I'll be out there again next week for sure. And just going to keep going. I've been on my diet real hard. I'm looking to get a fight soon. I wanted to ask, too, I don't know if you saw Jeremy Stevens made his return to the UFC at 155 pounds.
And he fought.
After fighting a few BKFC fights.
I did
he
see
fought
that.
somebody and it didn't go his way. Did you see the fight? What did you think about it?
He fought Mason Jones, the guy I fought.
You beat him.
Yeah, I beat Mason Jones back in 2021.
I thought the guy that he fought was undefeated.
No. Mason Jones is 2 losses, me and Ludovic Klein.
13-2 or something like that?
I think he's like 15-2 now.
Okay.
But
15.
yeah, he fought him. He lasted the fight. I feel like he was getting peppered a lot of pressure. Mason's really good with the pressure, so I watched that fight. And
now I would say that Mason was wearing the damage at the end of that.
oh, for sure, I definitely saw that too.
Jeremy's boxing ability was better from doing bare knuckle fighting and boxing, but Mason mixed it up more with the mixed martial arts and the UFC style. More ground, more
Right.
grappling, more kicks. Those things won him the fight, but Jeremy had less damage done to him. So I thought it was a close fight. I guess could have went either way, but they gave it to Mason, and that's somebody you already beat.
Right.
It's not like they made a huge deal out of it, but they gave him his shot back in the UFC. I don't know what type of pay cut he took for that.
True.
UFC. I still want to go back. Like they're talking about all these ex-convicted felons and fighting on the White House card, and then some people are like, "Oh yeah, all these bad people fighting on the White House card doesn't make sense." Michael Davis is a great United States citizen, in my opinion, and you would be a great candidate to fight somebody and face somebody on that White House card.
I'm
Or
ready for it. I'm ready to make history, bro. That would
you said
be
you're
in
looking at
books.
October,
Yeah.
November for your return,
I would love that.
but you don't know if they're gonna move as quick because you're you're an open contract. They have to re-sign you to some more money
Yep.
coming off of a win.
So that was the best way I could finish out my contract. I was after the fight was over, in my head I was like, I'm actually glad that guy was kind of hard to choke, because I got the finish by TKO, which looks a lot better to
Yeah.
everybody out there, and now
Yeah.
it gives me more opportunity to leverage a little bit more money, even if it was like I still got the finish, but now I knocked the guy out. So
Yeah. If there was a time to hit a home run, you've hit a grand slam.
exactly. So now I'm done, waiting to see what they offer me.
With a winning performance like that, they will re-sign you. I know your managers too, and I know they're working on it, and we've been talking about it a little bit. We're excited for the possibilities, and you just got to keep going out there and letting the UFC know that you're here to
Perform the fight.
perform is a great way to say it. To put on a show, to entertain the fans, and to knock people out. That's a big part of it. I know you are. I know the way you train. So, I just want to see more of it for you and
Bro,
from you.
thank you. Once I get to the not mentality, but the feeling, the physical feeling I have when I'm sparring, I'm gonna style on everybody, 100%.
It's always different on fight night, though.
It is. But I'm getting close. My last one, I felt pretty calm, like a sparring match.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have a really good Christmas, man. Like sitting here right now, with a fought out contract, and the UFC waiting to find you somebody. They're gonna find you somebody. You're gonna get a good paycheck. You're gonna have a banger of a fight. We'll train together. I'll try to get some rounds in with you before that.
I need the boxing.
The boxing style for sure. I got that.
That's what
and
I
can
wanted to
take-
come. I want to come see JT. I want to make sure my boxing stays where it is right now. Actually,
He always
improves
does
from where
some
it is right
fun
now.
stuff. JT, all these guys, JT and Julian, I've been yelling at them like, leave me alone, bro. Like after an hour into the workout, they just keep coming up with more shit. And I'm like, bro, leave me alone. I like Redbeard. Redbeard was like 50 minutes in. He's like, all right, man, you have a great day. I'm like, that's it. Well, I want to thank Michael Davis for coming on the show
Yeah.
today. Thanks for your time, brother. If there's anything you want to let the people know, the floor is yours.
No, just follow me on Kick. I'm trying to get the streaming going and having fun. And then stay tuned for my next fight. Let's let the UFC sign me for my next contract, and let's hope it's a banger that you all enjoy.
What's the name of the channel?
Mike Davis UFC.
Everybody comment at the UFC. Let them know you want to see Michael Davis, Mike Beast Boy Davis get another big shot, big opportunity, a big fight. He's dreaming big over there
Big
in
money.
Central Florida. Big money, and he will earn that opportunity. Just put him in the ring and watch what he does. Can't wait to
Exactly.
see it, Mike. Thanks
Let's
for
go.
your
Thank you,
time
Mike.
today, bro.
Thank you for having me on. It was fun.
Cheers.
I'll see you guys.
Thanks, man. All right, next guest is ready to go. Let's roll him out.
Hey,
How are you
what's
guys?
up?
What's up, bro?
What's up, guys? How are you guys?
Doing good, man. Surprise guest, Omran Chaaban. That's a cool name, man. That sounds like a technique or something that you're gonna choke somebody out with.
The Omran Chaaban.
How's
How are
life?
you guys? All good, man. Literally today came back to Dublin. So I trained in Dublin in Team KF. So I just landed like 6, 7 hours ago. Finished training, did a sauna, and came here. And now talking with you guys. And yeah, it's great to talk to you guys. Yeah.
Cheers, mate. What's your background there?
My background is MMA, man. Like I started 2015 MMA. So, I'm the new generation that doesn't come from wrestling or striking or whatever. Like, yeah, I do it all. Like, I wrestle,
You're
strike, grapple.
okay. That I was asking for your societal background.
So my background is I'm Lebanese. My mom and dad are full Lebanese.
Okay.
And I was born and raised in Finland, Helsinki.
Oh.
Hmm.
So what do you got coming up in the near future?
Well, hang on one second. Hang on one second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want to see this last win. Garrett, pull this.
Oh, let's look at this highlight real quick.
Ugh.
Good range, good distance control. Ooh. Nice leg
Oh, he's
kick.
done. He's done.
Down.
That leg is
Sit
cooked.
down on the leg kick. I know that. It's got to be a left hook. It's got to be a left hook coming. Oh, he's just kicking the leg.
He said no bueno. No bueno.
Oh, man.
No way. What? What? You just literally just leg kicked him to death in 30 seconds?
Hmm.
Got to
Simple,
give
man.
him a shot off of that.
Man, look, just before that fight, uh, literally like 30 minutes, my coach called it. I have actually video in my YouTube channel. Like I film everything, and he calls that and like chop that calf, like, take it home. And that's what I did. And then after the first calf kick, he told me like when he steps on it. So when I saw that steps when he was coming forward, I just chopped it again. And yeah, so look, there's not many calf kick finishes that somebody chops in under 40 seconds
Damn.
from calf kick. So yeah, I don't know what Dana is thinking. So he just needs to call me now.
I don't think I've ever seen someone lose purely to leg kicks in 46 seconds.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
and
one thing to
I'm-
like be rocked up top and then like
That's
score a leg
crazy.
kick and they're like, "F this," but just blasting out their leg like that, crazy.
And the thing is, like, if you see the guy who I'm doing it, he was 7-1, like top prospect from Brazil, from a good team. So he's not some can like I'm fighting. They're bringing me or this. So yeah, I think.
No, for sure. That's why I said you gotta get your shot after that. They see that these guys can't even stand in front of you, can't even take a I mean I know calf kicks can be devastating. I took many of them from Santiago Ponzinibbio. He didn't phase me with them at all though. But if a guy can't even stand in front of you for 30 seconds, your foot, what do you got in your foot? You got metal in your foot? What's going on?
Yeah.
It's Lebanese blood. Have you tried falafel hummus?
Ah.
Oof, yeah.
I haven't tried Lebanese blood. I don't think
Yeah.
I've fought anyone like that.
All right. So what is next on the schedule for you? Obviously, a dominating performance in what? Abu Dhabi? Is that where you fought?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dominating performance in Abu Dhabi. What is next for you? What do you want to see?
Like UFC, It have to be. You know, I came from the Ultimate Fighter as well.
Yeah.
I fought the number one guy, Shamid Magomedov. He's the LFA welterweight champion. I beat him. And I fought then Ryan Loader. You know, it was a close decision. And then I went and I'm finishing these guys now. And like, what else they want? I'm 24 years old, you know? And yeah, I'm big welterweight in my class as well. I'm like 6'4". So, and I finish people. So, yeah.
Give us a
6'4", 170,
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah, but what do you walk around at?
195.
Nah, I'm heavier.
205.
Yeah. I'm over 200.
So-
I'm 81 reach inches.
You gotta
My
tell
reach
me.
is-
You gotta tell me your process for the weight cut. You gotta tell me your diet or what your time frames, when you eat, when you work out, how many times a day you work out, how many times a day you're eating, what your meals look like. I need to know some details here. That's a hell of a
So-
weight cut.
I tell you that, like my last two fights were 5 weeks. So 5 weeks ago, I fought in UAE, and then like from tomorrow, 2 weeks, I fought that fight, that leg kick fight, and I made welterweight in 2 fights. For me, it's not an issue to do welterweight. You know, look, it's not easy. Obviously, when you cut weight and you're big in the class, it's not never easy, but it's always doable. I have a great team with me. I train loads as well, as you said. Like you want to know how much I train. Like if I don't have a fight coming up, I train like trying to train 3 to 4 times a day. And then obviously when the fight comes up, you know, the intensity goes up. You have to like train smarter and everything, because if you don't have anything to come up, you can train loads, you know, technique, drills, SSC, you know, mix it up. But yeah, I have a good cut, let's say that, you know. I have a good team with me, so they help me loads.
All right. I love this guy already. I want to know what's a crazy story. You're in Ireland. Give me a crazy like bar fight story that you had in Ireland.
Okay,
I'm
so
telling you,
look,
this guy's got
look.
stories.
Look, I love you too, bro. But I have to tell you one thing. So I never drink or smoke or anything. You know, I'm Muslim. You know, I don't go to
Not your
bars or
normal
anything.
Irishman.
I know, man. Like all the lads in the gym, you know, the Irish guys. But like you know, I'm just doing me. You know, I really like. I just come here. I moved
Respect.
here 4 years ago. You know, I was 19, 18. I came here and I just lived in the gym for 3 years and just trained. I've been here like almost 4 years. I have been in the city center maybe like under 10 times. I actually haven't been that much out. So that's all what I do. I just train here, man.
So there's definitely been fights where these Irish dudes roll up and you got to defend yourself.
I tell you one thing. I heard loads of stories like that that happens here. But I tell you, nobody around with me, like even when I walk
Because you're 6'4".
wherever.
You're 6'4".
Could be, you know, and
Boy, they're all shorties over
Yeah,
there.
they're all this big, man. You know, like they all roll up, gym, and he comes out. He's 6'4", and they're like, mate, we're out of here, mate.
Wait, Irish people aren't short.
Yes, they
no,
are.
man, my coach is like taller than me. Chris Fields, he's huge, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Finland
he
too.
fought-
They're tall over there too.
Yeah,
Really?
Finland are like tall as
Yes.
well. Norway, Finland.
Bro, Ireland are not tall people. Good. Listen, this guy has one job. Omran Mac has one job.
Yeah.
Statistics.
I'm
That's
bombing
it.
at it. Yeah.
So tell me the average height of a Irish man. It's not tall.
5'10". 5'10".
5'10", not tall. Imagine this guy coming out to a 5'10" guy that wants to talk. And
But
he's
you know,
6'4".
5'10's like high. That's much
That's
taller.
not high.
It's much taller
What?
than the average.
I mean, it's taller
That's
than
normal,
Mike.
like.
Yeah, it's
It's
like normal.
taller than Mike
No,
is.
5'10" is my height.
It's taller than
You
Mike, but
5'10",
it's not
Mike,
that
yeah?
tall.
If I punch you in your face and you're flat on the ground, I bet I'm taller than you.
You would be taller than me then if I was on the ground. Yes, except for my,
Oh my god.
we'd be the same height.
Go look at Connor some more. He's too busy looking at Connor.
Omran, I apologize. We've gotten a little out of pocket here.
We have. I asked him a real relatable question.
You did.
Was the first question. You just went off. I don't know where you were going with that, but I want to know that, are you in talks with anyone right now? I know you said you want to go UFC. Is anybody talking to you after that great performance with a 30-second knockout in a big show?
Look, I'll be honest with you. Like my manager is now talking to them, the manager, and like, you know, I'm literally just now. I'm focusing on training and just waiting now to tell me like, hey, when I'm going, because like, guys, let's be honest. Like, if you look just the statistic, like who I fought as well, like what the heck, like where you guys at? What's
Are
next?
you
Like,
are you I know you said you do all of it, all the mixed martial arts, whatever it takes to win the fight. From what I saw from that clip of you, are you more a kickboxer, a striker? Are you a big puncher? Are you everything? Or if you broke down your stats and said, I'm best at, is it punches, then kicks, then grappling, or what? How does that lay out?
oh, when I started MMA, I think I was more like a striker. And then I came here and my coach actually told me, like I told him like I be honest, I told him like I wanna be like Adesanya, just like kickbox and like win fights by kickboxing and not grapple that much. And he told me like why you don't wanna be great everywhere. Like you can be that because he's so how I grapple wrestle, but I just like to kickbox and like I have like so many fights I've fought wrestlers, grapplers, whatever, strikers, and like I've submitted the grapplers, the wrestlers, like the LFA champion was a great grappler wrestler, Shamit Khan, Dagestani guy, and I choked him out. And like I now enjoy doing it all. And as you said, like I feel like myself now. I can't say like I'm this, I'm this. I feel like I'm actually good everywhere. Look, you can always learn something, but I feel like, especially now, I'm in a moment when I can like fight the best grappler, the best striker in their own areas, and bring them there when they are not great. Let's say like I fight a good grappler, like I'm very very sure and confident I can grapple with him and be like total fine, and I probably submit the guy.
Okay.
But then I
Looking
can
at
take the easy
guys,
way and knock him out.
yeah. Looking at guys like Belal Muhammad or Jack Della Maddalena in the UFC, you know, how would you go about one of those fights, considering you're an Irish Muslim fighter, or you're an Ireland-based Muslim fighter, you know, and just thinking about the grappling of Belal. He says he strikes like Canelo, but let's be honest. MMA grapplers' punches aren't as significant as a striker, a true striker. So, you know, how do you face guys like the champion Jack and the challenger Belal?
Look, Jack is he has great pressure. His boxing is very good. He has a great ability to scramble as well. Like that fight with Belal, you know, was crazy. I think, like in my point of view, I can say Bilal's strongest is definitely his if he can get his momentum and keep getting people down, probably controlling him. He doesn't like finish like he doesn't have like crazy submission. Like he's not crazy submission artist. He's not a KO artist. He's just good at like getting people down. If they go up again, down, down, control. Jack goes, you know, he goes all the time. He doesn't stop. Even like if you beat him, like Gilbert Burns fight, you know, he just keeps coming. I think with these guys, you have to be smart. I think like a good game plan would beat anyone, you know. I feel myself, especially being big in my division, I have advantages, and I'm very submission based as well. So I look for submissions, you know, loads, and I think I have like very different style than anyone in that division. If I look at it now, even my striking is different, and I feel like I'm very good at like counter style and attacking, like, you know, both from both like areas.
Okay.
So yeah.
You have
Okay,
a
that's
very
great.
like very varied win methods: anaconda chokes, body shots, punches, leg kicks, arm triangle, darts choke. Yeah, you're all over the place. You can do just about everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious about this, and I know you won't take this wrong. Like, I'm just curious. So, like, do you think if you could go back, would you still do the Ultimate Fighter? Do you think like you got on the UFC's map like that? Like, if you didn't do the Ultimate Fighter and then have the exhibition match, or if you didn't fight Ryan Loder, you'd be on the UFC's radar now. Like, would you go back and do the Ultimate Fighter again, or would you just skip out on it?
Look, I finished January a five-round title fight in UAE. It was crazy fight. Like, you know, I finished him in the fifth round with an arm triangle. But like after that fight, they called me, and in 4 weeks I had to fly to Vegas, and I wasn't even recovering from the fight because man, it was a crazy fight, you know. And then I went there, but in my head I was like, I was 23 years old. I was like, I'm 23. Why not? I'm going middleweight, one class above. Why not? So I was like, let's do it. And look, let's say I fought Shamid Khan. They gave me the top one prospect in like who was supposed to win it. I beat him. They gave me Ryan Loder, and I had to make weight 3 times there. And I was on antibiotics and everything. I thought Ryan Loder is the NCAA whatever. Like I actually like didn't feel anything like nobody was like wow, you know. I would definitely look. I would never say like, oh, why did I do it? You know, because I was 23, you know, going to the Ultimate Fighter. I was the youngest there. Like, why not? I don't have anything to lose. Like,
100%, man. You took your shot.
yeah, you know.
I'm curious, you know how Bags asked you about fights in the bars, you know, since you don't drink or anything like that.
Yeah.
Do you have any crazy stories they didn't air on The Ultimate Fighter in the house?
Actually, this Ultimate Fighter was like, I think many people said like these new Ultimate Fighters were very like professional because people like are more proficient in the sport, and you know, like people weren't drinking or anything. Not crazy stories in the Ultimate Fighter. Like people were pretty, like the normal people would say like it's pretty boring. Like, and many people say obviously like there wasn't like mad action, you know.
I don't feel like you were going to ever get that again because we saw people get kicked out of the UFC and lose their shot because they acted like, you know, stupid during the Ultimate Fighter. So it makes sense that it's gotten more calm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, you wouldn't see that again. Definitely not.
What do you think the UFC wants to do a card, right, on the White House? So I want to hear 4 fights that you want to see, just dream matches that you want to see, and then who's fighting on that card.
Who I am fighting?
Yeah, I want to see 4 fights on that card that you want to see, and then who are you fighting? 5th card.
I would put obviously Jones and Aspinall. Have to.
Yeah.
You know,
Everyone.
John Jones, he's the GOAT. Like, let's be honest.
All right, who do you think wins that fight? John and Aspinall right now.
Man, I love Jones. I love Aspinall so much. If there was, look, it's hard to say Jones will lose because the guy knows how to win. He beats everyone.
John will
but
pick Aspinall up right now.
yeah, but the thing is, Tom Aspinall is a huge heavyweight. Remember that. Mike Perry, you know, like he's a huge man. And probably John Jones will make 205 if he wants, but man, you have to go with Jones, man. He's the GOAT.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be like Cyril Gane, though.
All right, hang on. Matt.
Yes, sir.
All right. John and Tom. Who else? 3 more fights, and then I want to hear who you're fighting on the card.
Islam Ilya.
Islam
Yeah.
Ilya.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
100%. You can't say no.
You're the first person to say that. I'm like, bro, how is Ilya not the fight? Go ahead.
Yeah,
Because
Islam
no
Ilya.
one's American. We don't have any more good Americans. They gotta bring me back
Bring him
and
back.
put me
It don't
on
matter.
the White House card.
Omran, it's your choice. We got John and Tom. We got Ilya and Islam. Who else? 2 more fights.
Oh man, man, it's pretty hard like to say who else. I would put Arman, definitely Arman Tarukian, and I would put him probably against Paddy. Why not? You know, Paddy's a big
Okay.
name. You
That's
know?
interesting. That's a good one.
Interesting call.
Yeah, Paddy Arman, that'd be good. And then I would put Hamzat.
Hamzat, yes. He's
Against
fun.
Honestly, Hamzat and Drickus is like already,
about
it's
to
already
fight?
on the card,
probably.
but put it on there.
Or Hamza against Caio Borralho. That'd be a good fight.
Who?
Patty
Caio
Barajo,
Borralho.
Kyle.
Did I say what his
Kyle.
name?
Fighting nerd.
Wow, yeah. All right.
That's a good fight.
All right. And now, who are you fighting on the White House card? In the lawn, in the White House. The lights are on you. Who do you pick?
And from welterweight,
Omran
Bro,
versus
pick your fight. It don't matter. Pick your fight. We're dreaming here.
is my parent UFC.
Yeah.
Current UFC.
No, I'm not anymore in the UFC.
I'm fighting Mike Perry.
Yeah, it'd be more fun. We get more money.
Like in that huge card, I would definitely like to fight probably Ian Gary.
Yeah. I like that.
Ooh,
I
I
like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And he's in Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, he's down the street right now, Ian.
Guys, I think I'm more in Ireland than him.
Oh,
He's in Brazil, bro. He's in Brazil.
I think like yeah, that's definitely like look. There's loads of welterweight matchups I would love to, but definitely that'd be interesting. And as a big card as that one, that'd be definitely like something I'd be looking for.
All right. So tell me this, because welterweight is like, bro, it's so stacked. Legitimately, probably the most stacked division of UFC. Give me your top 4 fights.
Fights.
Yeah, fights that you want to see. No. You versus 4 different guys. Who do you want to see?
Okay, I can tell you this. I would like now if I look at it, how does it go?
Hang
Obviously,
on. Sorry. Let me stop this real quick. 4 fights, welterweight, and who you pick is you got to tell us how you finish them.
So I'm in the UFC. I want to enter the top leagues. Obviously, we have Neil Magny's there. I would fight him.
easy.
I would probably TKO him in second round. And then who else we have there in top 15?
Daniel Rodriguez, Gabriel Bonfim, Michael Page, Carlos Prates.
Daniel Rodriguez. Daniel Rodriguez, I would fight him as well. Is Daniel Rodriguez what? Top what?
13.
13.
He just had a banger fight with Kevin Holland.
Yeah, I actually like look, Daniel Rodriguez, like he fights, but he's just I feel like I'm everywhere better than him. Like I probably like I can't see him doing anything. Like I think I KO the guy or sub him. Like, you know, I feel like I can choose what I can do with him. And then Kevin Holland is a good fighter as well. And who else is in the top 10?
So you have Jeff Neal is 11, Gilbert Burns is 10, 9 is Colby Covington, Joaquin Buckley 8, 7 Michael Morales.
Please
6,
tell me Please tell me Covington.
100% give me Covington. I would definitely
Everybody
love to
wants
fight
to
him.
fucking beat him up.
How do you Covington, please?
Anywhere.
I think Covington, what happens, we start fighting, I probably jab him a couple of times, kick him, and then he shoots, probably choke him out or TKO him. Like, I don't really feel the
Mid
threat.
class.
I feel like he's very
Mid
small
class.
welterweight as well. Uh, yeah, I think, and it's different now, you
Yeah.
know?
He's one of those guys who only wants to fight up.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
then you have
Omran.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mac. No, sorry. Go ahead,
Well,
Mac.
that was 3 fights. I was gonna list off the rest of the guys and
No,
see where
I
we go
thought
from
he
there.
said-
Yeah. Let's
thought it said a
list
four.
the rest off.
Yeah, so you got Gary at 6, which is the one I was gonna bring up too, and then Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards, Shavkat, Sean Brady, Belal Muhammad, and then Jack Della JDM.
I would
So
say, like, from my head, like, definitely like Ian Gary be as well. I think it'd be good matchup. You know, both are like tall. You know, I think he's more like a striker and more like all arounder as well. I feel like I definitely have. Look, I'm bigger. Look, he's my old training partner as well. We train together, but yeah, I think that'd be good fight like for the future.
So, I have 2 questions. Stylistically, who gives you the biggest problems in that division higher up?
Stylistically.
And I got that question from when he said the name Shavkat Rakhmonov, who is undefeated.
Shafkat is very good. I think he's very good striker. He moves well, you know. He's very calculated. Like, look, I'll be honest with you. I trust my coach and my team, you know, for the game plan.
Yeah.
I feel like, look, everybody is good, you know, like, you know yourself. Everybody like in top is good fighter, and I think with like good game plan, like we can beat everyone. I really think so. Look, I'm still 24, but I really think with my team, and we can definitely put everyone away. Like, I really think that from my bottom of my heart. Like,
The second question, that was a good answer, good response. Obviously, everyone at the top, you know, we do our best to make sure that we can continue just getting better and being the best we can be. But second question would have to be, have you heard or seen Dirty Boxing Championship?
I saw loads of. Yeah, I saw loads of highlights about it, and it's crazy. I saw when your Romero did it and knocked the guy out cold.
It doesn't matter
It's
what he was
crazy.
called if he got knocked out. It doesn't matter.
It's
It doesn't
crazy.
never matter what they're called when they go to sleep. So,
It's
and now I just posted I commented on Bare Knuckle. They posted Yoel's fighting Bare Knuckle September 12th against some poor bastard. That's what I said. This poor bastard's are going to get hurt really bad, man. Yoel don't mess around. But Dirty Boxing, we'd love to show you a little highlight clip we got. And, you know, it's just a really fun show, all action-packed, upper body striking, Superman punches, spinning back fists, elbows and boxing with 4-ounce gloves, and ground and pound to knock down opponents. Check this out. From our last show, we've had lots of UFC fighters on the card, lots of very exciting matchups. And we got a new card coming August 29th. Lots of star-studded events already. This will be DBX3 August 29th, and more celebs in the building. There's Paige Van Zandt, you know. She's a big name in the game for sure. The Nelk boys in the house. Johnny Bones, the GOAT, one of our owner partner. Homegrown guy there, Alec, Rob the Wolf Perez, and then Jarzinho's winning the main event there against a very experienced Muay Thai heavyweight. So there were some really great fights we've had. What do you think about the rule set and the sport itself?
I'll be honest, I think it's like, look, I know MMA is but how long can you ground and pound? Let's say like you drop someone.
Right. So in the beginning, this has been adjusted. In the beginning, ground and pound was just free game. If you knocked your opponent down, we did see that there were issues with the referees figuring out who had been knocked down and who had been pushed over. So being pushed over would not count as a knockdown. So therefore the ground and pound should be separated and they should be stood back to their feet and the boxing continue. But now I believe we are doing a between 5 and 8 count with the referee, where if the guy is landing significant strikes or if the guy on the bottom is doing his best to defend by either pushing away with his feet, you can push away. Some guys don't know these rules yet. Or you have to use sometimes in these positions some wrestling. MMA is utilized to
So you
defend
can wrestle.
yourself.
You can shoot a double leg, let's say, and turn the guy over.
Right. So no, double legging is going to get you a point taking away. But if you are being ground and pounded and punched, if you've gotten knocked down and you are being punched on the ground, going for a double leg is not, in my opinion, going to get you a point taken away.
No, it
that
shouldn't.
is defending yourself using your MMA capabilities. You grabbing the guy's legs up, throw a little De La Hiva, maybe shoot in on the legs and try to get yourself back to your feet. Or even if you take the guy down just to separate the action and get yourself stood up back to your feet. It is mainly a boxing striking. That's what we want to see. But obviously there are mix-ups where these guys are getting ground and pounded, and sometimes they can be confused on how to defend themselves. It's really a simple answer. You do what you need to do to protect yourself at all times, get back to your feet, and land some significant strikes.
It's definitely interesting setup. Yeah. Go ahead.
Mike, you just said, are you now going to implement 5 to 8 count?
Yes.
Yes, I believe that was implemented at DBX2, but this was the crazy thing about the sport. Everyone saw DBX1. We had the private show, which many didn't see. Then DBX1 aired, and then our fighters from DBX2 learned so much about the new sport and the rules that I saw the fight from commentary between 1 and 2. I saw the fight advance. I saw that these fighters fought much smarter, much more technical, and had a better idea of how they were to protect themselves and do damage. So they were much smarter about how they used the space in the ring, how the ground and pound and everything worked, which made the fights kind of play out differently. And so I think we'll see that growth again in DBX3, but I think it will mean more action for DBX3 and less stalling for sure. So between 5 and 8 count on the ground and pound, you know, we want these guys to not just be done when it hits the floor. You know, we want some significant strikes thrown, but we want the desire and the drive to continue to battle and fight for your shot at a great future, which is what combat sports gives all mixed martial artists. Let's let Omran tell us why he deserves to be recognized as such a world-class fighter and why he should continue to raise up in the rankings and fight for a world champion someday in UFC.
Look, I'll be honest, like, I think the work will show, and in the future, especially, you know, especially when I get my contract and hopefully soon my UFC debut, and I think my work will just speak for itself. You know, I feel like I will not like be needed to like speak that much. Like, look, I've always fought good guys. I think that's one thing in the MMA that's happening now. Lots of guys are fighting whoever, and I think, yeah, my work will show itself in the big league, in the UFC, hopefully, inshallah, when I go there.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Omran, appreciate your time, brother.
Can I
Thank
stack
you,
one
guys.
Thank you for
question on the
coming
mics?
on.
One question
Go
on the
ahead,
mic.
Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
Rent. We usually talk to people post UFC career, like legends of the
Yeah.
game, or people in the middle of it. We don't usually. I think only Gable, and we don't really talk to people before they go to UFC. And so
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, what is it that drives you to get to the UFC? Because at halftime we talk to fighters and, like, you know, they're about the rankings and all this. But what is it that drives you to go to the UFC, and what does it mean to you to finally accomplish your goals?
Look, I feel, I'll be honest with you, like when I started MMA, I always wanted to be the best. And I think, like, I really want to be the best. You know, I want to go there and prove. And look, I want me and my family and everybody to live well as well, you know. And let's be honest, if you say anything else, you're lying. Like, everybody does it because you wanna like help yourself, help your family. Everybody else that says anything else is a and I want to be the best, you know. I feel like, you know, I bring this as well now up. Like, me and my coach, like we are obsessed in this thing, and I feel like you need like yourself to be in this game fully, and your team as well. And I definitely want to be the best in this sport. Like,
And that's where you got to do it.
that's it.
Big props to you. And Europe is the best place?
UFC.
Oh, UFC is the best place.
Yeah.
Europe is good as
UFC
well,
is the
like.
big. Yeah, well, I don't know. I've been to Europe a couple of times. I like Florida, but that's, you know, I'm a Floridian, so, you know, and I'm from Michigan, but I've become a Floridian. You know, props to you, man. Shout out to you being a Irish-based Muslim fighter. Very young, 23. I didn't think you were. Your beard looks 33.
You look
I
old
know.
as Ron.
I know, bro.
wouldn't
People
say
tell me I
that.
have like
I
3
wouldn't say that.
kids.
He's rude. He's rude. Don't listen to him.
I am rude.
You
I'm
keep
joking.
going, brother. I can't
I'm
believe
joking.
you're how tall? 6'2", 6'4"?
6'4".
I'm 6'4", bro.
170 pounds. I look forward to hopefully one day meeting you, brother. It would
Hopefully,
be
bro.
an incredible opportunity and
We go train
experience.
together.
So I look forward
Hopefully,
to
when
that.
we see each other.
Seeing you around at some world championship events and things like that. We'll see you around. Thanks so much for your time, Omran.
Thank you,
All
guys.
right.
Appreciate it.
Omran, I appreciate you. Hey, all my jokes. We just joke.
Man.
He's always joking.
Yeah. Because if we
worries,
meet in
bro.
person, I'm gonna be scared as hell.
No, dude, Omran's cool, bro. Can't wait to see your career play out, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good day, yeah? Or good
All
night,
right,
whatever it is.
You
there.
too.
See ya.
Thanks,
See you guys.
brother.
Bye.
All right.
Woo, he's got to be thinking,
You know what I know?
how the f- is that show one of the top MMA shows in the game, baby?
No, absolutely.
Because we're good.
Immediately,
We're
you know.
real.
Immediately,
We're fun. Look at me.
Yeah.
I'm dangerous looking.
And
You think you
immediate.
want to come across this at anywhere?
No.
And I don't care if you're at the circus, at a bar, at the farmer's market on Sunday morning.
A carnival,
You ain't
golf
f***ing
course?
with me.
Putt.
Strike, baby.
a golf course, a carnival.
Golf
matter.
course is the problem because I'm already mad because I've been shooting bad all day.
It's been bad.
How mad would you guys be if I play golf with you one time and I win?
You did what now?
What if the first time I play golf with you guys,
First
I'm
of
gonna
all,
try
you
so
hit
hard to win.
so you can hit a drive at Top Golf.
Well, I'm not. No, I
Relax,
didn't even bring that
buddy.
up. I'm proud
Relax.
of my swing, but wow, okay. Well, I'm just saying maybe.
Oh, I can hit a drive at Top Golf
take
because
this
I'm
golf.
super
I gotta take this-
lubricated. Here we go, everybody. We're closing it out for the day. Thanks so much for your time. OverDogs podcast. We brought you 2 great, incredible prospects in the mixed martial arts community. And we're having a great time doing it. We're having a blast. You know, Josh is apparently there's some things going on, and I'm about to go find out about them. Thanks so much to Mac Melody, the Melody, for keeping his prosperity today and just staying so professional and just on the rig, man. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate all the fans. I'm going to jump in those comments, so make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be replying. So we'll see you soon. Thanks again for watching. OverDogs podcast.
Nice picks last week, Mike.
You said nice.
I said picks, you know, whatever. You had good picks, bro. The picks of the fights.
My wife would be mad if I released that weight, but I'm thinking about it.
Dude, maybe that's, you know.
What's that shirt say?
Dirty boxing.
Shirt say? It says August 29th. Tune in live and free on YouTube for Dirty Boxing Championships 3, our first ever title fight. Wait for the day that Platinum Perry gets on the card. I can't wait to fight Dirty Boxing. Stay tuned for more.
OverDogs out.